Students, today the topic of discussion is bipolar junction transistors. Earlier in electronics section, we have discussed about the diodes and the application of diodes. Now we come further about the transistors, and basically the transistors are made up of diodes. Now we will see that basically what is transistor and what is the bipolar junction transistor. So first of all, a transistor, it is as I said that basically it is made up of a diode. So it means that it is a semiconductor device and it can be used for the switching and amplification process. The main applications of a transistor is, first of all is switching, and second one is the amplification. You have seen in the case of diode that a diode can be used as a switch, but we have not seen that we can use the diode for the amplification purpose. So for the amplification purpose, we use the transistors. Simple diodes that are made up from the two pieces of semiconductors materials. As I told earlier, that simply you have a substrate of a semiconductor material. One side is doped with the p-type impurity and the other side is doped with the n-type impurity. So basically our diode is made up of the two pieces of semiconductor materials, and when we have these two types of pieces of semiconductor material, there is the formation of a p-n junction. But if we join the two diodes, such as the two terminals of the diodes that both must be the cathode or both must be the anode terminal. It means that we are joining the two diodes in such a way that the both terminals that are joining with each other, that may be the cathode, both are the cathode or both are the anode. Then there is the formation of a transistor. So if we join together two individual single diodes back to back, this will give us two p-n junction connected together in series that share a common p or n terminal. Common p mean positive, means anode, both are anode, and common n terminal mean that both terminals are the cathode terminals. So that will be the in between, that there is the common n terminal. The fusion of these two diodes produces a three-layer, two-junction, three-terminal device that is known as the bipolar junction transistor or the BJT. Now here we are having the answer of this, why it is known as the bipolar junction transistor, as there are the two junctions. Bi mean two, polar mean charges, and junctions are here. And secondly, the main reason is this: it is known as the bipolar junction transistors because the current flows in it because of electrons and as well as holes. That's why it is known as the bipolar junction transistor. As I said that transistor is the three-terminal device. So these three terminals are, first one is the base, second one is the emitter, and the third one is the collector. In this base, emitter, collector, in these three terminals, what is the purpose of base, what is the purpose of emitter, and what is the purpose of collector? So as from the name emitter mean emit. So basically it is the cause of production. It provides the charges. Base, it controls those charges that are coming from the emitter. And the purpose of collector is to collect all these charges that are coming from the base. So these are the three terminals of a transistor. Transistors are three-terminal active devices made from different semiconductor materials that can act as either an insulator or conductor by the applications of a small signal voltage. The transistor's ability to change between these two states enables it to have two basic functions. First one is the switching, and the other one is the amplification. When we say about the switching, then here comes the digital electronics, because in switching we say there is off or on conditions. So logic high or logic low, That's why we say that here comes the digital electronics. And when we say about the amplification, then basically it is the analog electronics. Why it is analog? Because amplification is here we amplify the signal. And what is the signal? Signal is basically any sinusoidal wave. That is the AC signal is here. That's why we are saying that the analog electronics involves here. So here is the transistor. You see three terminals are here. First one is the base, other is the emitter, and the third one is the collector. But we can't say that which one is the base terminal, which is the emitter terminal, and which is the collector terminal. We come to know about it by using it in the lab and by using the multimeter. So we come to know that which terminal is which one. So the bipolar transistor, its basic construction, it consists of the two PN junctions producing three connecting terminals, with each terminal being given a name to identify it from the other two. These three terminals are known and labeled as emitter, base, and the collector respectively. Now we comes towards the types of the BJT. So basically there are the two types of BJTs. First one is the PNP transistor and the other one is the NPN transistor. Basically these two types, these are because of the connections. Only this is because of the connections. That how that semiconductor material that we are using, or the diodes, that two diodes we are attaching, how we are attaching it, how we are combining it. So here you may see PNP. It means the two terminals of the diode that are connecting with each other, that is the N terminal, that is the cathode, basically negative terminal of the both diode. And in NPN, the positive terminal, anode, the positive terminal of the diodes, both are connecting with each other, sandwiching with each other. So these are the two types of the BJTs. So the principle of operation of these two transistor types, PNP and NPN, is exactly the same. The only difference being in their biasing and the polarity of the power supply for the each type. And we will discuss these types in detail in our further coming lectures. So here is a simply summary or the connections and the construction of the bipolar transistors. So here this is the side for the PNP transistor and this is the side for the NPN transistor. So here is the PNP transistor. So this is emitter is connected with P. Here the base is negative and the collector is also P. And in NPN you see this emitter is negative, base is positive, and collector is negative. You see here there is the only difference of construction. So this is basically the physical conduction. Now as I said that basically what the transistor is formed when we connect two diodes back to back. So here you see this is the PNP transistor. How it is connected? As I said, this PNP, N is common. So both N terminals of both diodes will be connected. So here you see this is the cathode of one diode and this is also the cathode of one diode. Both are connected with each other. And this is also P and this is also P. That's why it is known as PNP. So here this is emitter, this is base, and this is collector. Now in this case we are having NPN. It means in the middle or the sandwiched one is the P terminal. That is the anode of this diode as well as the anode of this diode. Both are connected with each other. That's the common. So P is here, P is sandwiched here. So this is the emitter, this is the collector, and in middle we are having the base. Now here are the symbols of this. This is the symbol of PNP transistor and this is the symbol of NPN transistor. You see here this is emitter terminal, this is collector terminal, and this is the base terminal. Three types of current flows in it. The emitter current is known as IE, the collector current is known as IC, and the base current is known as IB. Here you see both are having the same symbol except this one. Here the arrowhead is coming towards the base, while here the arrowhead is going out the base. It's going out from the base. So this is the basic difference of PNP and NPN transistor. It means that the direction of current, that is the basic difference of here. You may see here the current is entering while here the current is leaving. Here the current is leaving from the main node while here the current is entering. Here the current is leaving while here the current is entering. So the basic difference between NPN and PNP transistor is the direction of current, and this is because of the sign of polarity, as we have mentioned it here, that the difference between them is because of the polarity of the power supply for each type. Because of the polarity of that power supply, the direction of the current changes. So the construction and the circuit symbols for both the PNP and NPN bipolar transistors are given in the last slide with the arrow in the circuit symbol, always showing the direction of the conventional current flow between the base terminal and its emitter terminal. The direction of the arrow always points from the positive P-type region to the negative N-type region for both transistor type, exactly the same as for the standard diode sample. Now we will see what are the bipolar transistor configurations. So basically there are the three types of bipolar transistor configuration, in which the first one is the common base configuration, second one is the common emitter configuration, and third one is the common collector configuration. As we have seen that basically the bipolar transistor, it is the three terminal device. So there are the three possible ways to connect it within an electronic circuit, with one terminal being common to both the input and output. So how we can connect it? So when we connect it with respect to these terminals, taking one as a common and the other two taking them as the input and output terminals, so we can connect them with each other in the three configurations. And all these three configurations, as I have told, that the common base configuration, common emitter and the common collector configuration. Here in the common base configuration, basically when we are connecting it in any electronic circuit, then the base is common between the input and the output. So when the base is common, then the other terminal, that may be the emitter, that may be the collector, that will be the input terminal, and the output terminal will be the remaining one. But in the case of common base configuration, the emitter is the input terminal and the collector is the output terminal. When we see this, we say about the gain, then the common base configuration, it has the voltage gain, but there is no current gain in the case of common base configuration. Now the second one is the common emitter configuration. In the common emitter configuration, basically the emitter is common between the input and the output, and the input terminal is the base terminal and the collector terminal is the output terminal. In the common emitter configuration, there is the current gain as well as the voltage gain here. So that is the common emitter configuration. When we say about the common collector configuration, then the collector is common between the input and the output terminal, and the one side is the input side and the other one side is the output side. In the case of common collector configuration, we have the current gain here but no voltage gain. From these three configurations, you have seen in first one we are having the voltage gain but no current gain. In the last one we are having current gain but no voltage gain. But in the case of common emitter configuration, we are having the current gain as well as the voltage gain. So in most common applications that we use the configuration, that is the common emitter configuration. In this configuration, we are having many applications of the transistor, and the most one application of the transistor in the case of common emitter configuration is the amplification. So when we want to amplify the signal, we use the common emitter configuration. So we will discuss these three configurations in detail, but in the next lecture. So this was all about the bipolar junction transistor, in which we have seen that basically what the transistor is, why it is known as the bipolar transistor. Then we see the symbols, physical symbol and the circuit symbols, everything of the transistors, and we also discuss the construction of the transistor, and at the end we have seen about the bipolar transistor configuration. So if you have any question regarding this, then you may ask me about it in the question answer session. Thank you.